Hello, this is Marshallee, and welcome to my garden diary. Today is the 5th of June 2021. Yeah, so for the past week, the weather has warmed up quite a bit and it has been consistently around, well, a bit over 20 degrees Celsius or over 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And so the garden is transforming pretty fast. And here, this opened or started opening yesterday, and it's from the Iris genus, and this is called a Spuria Iris. And for me, it's quite difficult to explain or to describe this plant because I think it's a little bit complicated. I mean, how it's structured, I I won't even try to explain what it looks like. I'll just try and show it. I mean, the color is obvious, purple or lilac, and then we have a nice yellow there. But I mean, it's in the middle, looks something like that, and there's another petal there. Okay, I won't try. I'll just show it because honestly, I can't describe it. Um, right, so this is from, it's called Spuria or Iris, but they also call it bastard iris. I don't know why they would want to call this a bastard. It's such a beautiful plant, and bastard is usually quite negative, so we'll just call it Spuria. And I think they call it because in German it's called Schwed lily, and I think it's because of how narrow the stems are. So it's quite narrow, and the reason why I have it here, if I back up a little bit, so it's it's not taking up a lot of space. There are three right there, and it's not taking up space, and it's right between two roses, which will get quite large in summer. But this will only bloom until it won't bloom for very long, and it will die back in summer. And so after a while, I won't see it. So then the rose will take over this space. So I deliberately planted it here because the roses are not blooming yet. So it does, if I back up, try and go back, it does look a bit bare right there. So it does add a bit of color, but that is quite a beautiful rose. And there's another one there. And then when those start blooming, then this will die back, and then will come back again next year. So this is quite an uncomplicated plant. It doesn't like to be transferred. I transferred it 2 years. Yeah, this is the second year. Yeah, so 2 years ago I transferred it from another part of the garden, and there's still one there that I didn't get to, and it took a while to bounce back. So it doesn't like to be transferred, but because it's so compact, I don't have to worry about moving it again. So it will stay here. I won't move it because I also won't move these roses that are here. So that will stay there. And because I am who I am, I have these in several places in the garden. So there's that here, and then I have some more. Look at that. That is the clematis, all open now, and look how it's cascading down. I really like how that looks. Okay, but let's go over here. But we get distracted because look at this. Look at all the bee that are on the alliums. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They are just enjoying themselves. Look, and it's not like they're on just one. Like there are a bunch, like 8 alliums over there, and there are at least 2 bee on each. So the garden is quite busy with bee, and I'm very, very happy with bees. And I'm very, very happy because, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the environment, bees are kind of rare in some places in the world, but not in my garden. In my garden, they're all over the place. And I'm not afraid of that. I just go around and do my stuff, and they don't really bother me because they're having fun over there. Okay, so let's go back to our iris, our spread. Okay, so here, so over here, I also have some more. And these are, like this one is just opening. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that yellow and that purple. Isn't, I am just, I love gardening. But I must have said that a couple of times already. Because how can I not enjoy? And look, there's an ant there. So yeah, I also have, and again, I also won't, I won't move these from here. They will stay there forever. At this point in time, they will stay there forever because they're very, very compact, and they're very beautiful. And yeah, even if something else comes here, which I don't think will happen because I am pretty much finished with this part of the garden. It just needs to fill out. So yeah. Okay, so let's just quickly look at some of the things that started blooming first in the garden. Um, so these are the alliums here, and those are the ones that started blooming second. So they are still going on strong. So that's another bee there. Look at that. Uh, but the ones that started, look at that picture. Okay, the ones that started blooming first, which are these. You can see, look, they have lost all the blooms, but it still look majestic, even with most of the blooms gone, dried up. Then we still have that blush of pink in the background, and then that green, and it still looks good. It still looks nice. It's still doing something in the garden. So that will happen. That is what will happen with the alliums. They will just continue to start dieback. So all the leaves that are at the bottom have died back, and eventually in summer it will just get dry and brown, but it will still look good here. Okay, just there's so much going on in the garden. It's kind of difficult to keep the video short, which I want to. So we have the other yellow iris over here. They are also doing very, very, very well. Look at that. So it's almost all in full bloom. There are a couple of blooms that are not open yet, but the first ones that were open have already died, and but it's just nice here. The purple ones are taking a bit longer to open, but I'll show that in the next video because this video is getting a little bit longer than I want it to be. But just one more thing, I didn't realize how much tone or how many tones of purple I had in my garden until I started doing these videos. So we have different tones of purple or lilac we have over there. And then with the clematis, it's also purple. And the, well, tones. And then also my astas are also tones of purple. My cornflowers are also in purple, and of course the one that we just looked at today, also purple. I'm not even a purple person. It's just, yeah, it's just the way it happened. I just didn't realize until now. Yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you next time. Bye.